we're going to finish with this one. This is ESPN's 30 under 30 wrestlers list. So ESPN has compiled a list of the top 30 pro wrestlers. ESPN.
Who did this? Okay.
So if you bear with me 1 second, I will get it. I'll get it on the screen for you. Okay, 30 for 30. Some of these names you're not going to be familiar with, so we'll skip through quite a lot of these and we'll get to like the top 5, top 10. So Yuma Anzai or Anzi, I don't know how to pronounce it. All Japan Pro Wrestling. Number 29, Dragon Lee. Number 28, Shun Skywalker, Dragon Gate. Jamie Hayter, AEW. Julia Hart, AEW, where she's disappeared to for the most part. I'm not going to.
Jamie Hayter too.
Yeah, Utami. Okay, Utami Hayashishita. There you go. I've guessed.
There's a lot of Shitas over there.
There is Marigold. Gabe Kidd, New Japan, Yuma, Oyagi, All Japan again. As I say, we're skipping through a lot of these. Logan Paul at 22. I would have thought that would be higher. Wheeler Yuta, 21. AEW, of course. WWE, Roxanne Perez. Now we're in the 19s. Mascara Dorada 2.0. CML and AEW. Number 18, Tiffany Stratton. There you go.
I think now she's going to be a big star.
Mm.
She's a star now, but she is going to be in the stratosphere.
The stratosphere.
Oh, that'd be good.
Damn it, I'm just giving away all these good ideas.
That's pretty good. Yeah, she's going to be a big star, really.
There you go, 25. Hook, AEW 25. He's not had the best year, Hook, really. I think he's been left out in the cold for a lot of it.
But Hook, I don't think he's going to go any higher because he's in AEW, and I haven't seen him in a year.
He briefly did something, at least in the last few months. I know he wrestled Jericho this year on pay-per-view, and he briefly did something revolving around
Jericho
his dad.
beat him, right?
Did he? I think he did.
I think Jericho beat him, and then you hadn't heard any more about it.
Yeah. Jordan Grace, TNA, of course, and WWE. I think she's predicted
Okay,
to be,
she's a question mark, but she's going to have to get to WWE to rise. Because her coverage in TNA or even AEW is not going to match what WWE can give her.
But she's been appearing on NXT and the Royal Rumble, over the past year. She's clearly going to WWE and ESPN. Last year's ranking was 24. She's now at number 16, and number 15 is, who the heck is it? Austin Theory. Now, last year's rank was number 3. He's 27 years of age, and I tell you what, Austin Theory went from under the Vince McMahon regime, one of the promising young stars, and then, do you know what? He grew a beard, and then he wasn't anywhere near as hateable, and now he's just lost somewhere in the tag team ranks with Grayson Waller.
Well, they haven't done anything with them in a while. But when they get ready to do it, they put a rocket to their butts, and they'll take off.
Do you think
that little Grayson Waller? He's a good mouthpiece for that team. Because you feel like slapping the dog crap out of him.
But he's sort of the star of the team, though, isn't he? Austin.
Kinda. Yeah. And I thought they were turning them against each other, which is still in the works, by the way, because it would work, and that would interest me between them. But at least they didn't do. See, a lot of times WWE, it looks like they're going that way, and then they'll pull it back and they'll hold it. But still, now the thought is there. They planted the thought, planted the seed, got away from it, but I think they'll be going back to it.
Yeah. I think Austin Theory is definitely one of the casualties of Vince McMahon not being there anymore. I think he was his biggest fan. Next one, 29-year-old Chris Statlander. She's had some decent appearances in AEW this year. I can't remember the pay-per-view. It was the one where Daniel Bryan got a bag on his head. 13, El Hijo del Vikingo, who I think he's injured at the moment. He was last year's ranked 4th.
Hijo del Vikingo.
Yes.
Vikingo Jr. is what it is.
Yeah. Last year's ranked 4th.
I don't know anything about the guy.
AEW, AAA, a flippy guy. But one of the better flippy guys, basically. We can just reductively.
I don't care about flippy guys. Flippy guys to me don't draw you money.
Yeah. Kato Kiyomiya, known New Japan. He's climbing the ranks. WWE once again, Bron Breakker. He's 11th. That's quite high. I thought he'd be in the top 10 easily.
Well, I think his longevity is probably worked against him there, but 11 is pretty good.
Last year's rank was 6th, so I don't know what happened there. I would have thought he'd be higher. New Japan Pro Wrestling 27, and we've got Shota Umino, number 9, Daniel Garcia, which is quite baffling because
I just don't see it.
To say that Bron Breakker has got less promise than Daniel Garcia, come
I think they'll draw a lot more money with Von Breakker than they will with Garcia. I just don't see it.
Yeah.
Nothing against him, but I'm thinking of the people buying a ticket. And you could buy a ticket to see, Bron Breakker, because look at him. He goes out there and he looks like a monster. But you see Garcia go out there, he looks like he should be working behind the counter at some McDonald's and serving you some French fries and a Coke.
With Kyle O'Reilly.
One of these days I'm gonna run across some of these guys I haven't put over here, and they go, "Hey, what do you say?" And I'm gonna say, that's when I'm gonna become, illiterate in English. I say, I know speak English. Okay, go ahead.
No, I'll say that for you. Daniel Garcia is like a creator wrestler before you add anything to him. He's just like a blank human. Anyway.
Okay, now when he sees you, he's gonna strangle you.
Yeah, you do shit. Kyle Fletcher, 25 AEW. He's had a.
Why don't you walk in there and say, "I'll whoop every son of a bitch in this dressing room"?
Well, then Russo might bring Brawl for All Part 2 back out just to prove it wrong.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Kyle Fletcher shaved his head for whatever reason, I don't know, but then joined Don Callis. He's receiving a big push at the moment.
Who did? Who was his name?
Kyle Fletcher.
I don't even know who he is. Who is he?
Someone they're pushing in AEW. I think someone who was appreciated by the guys but never really pushed until recently.
Maybe you know what they should do?
Go on.
Push him out the door. It's what they need to do, because if they want to get something going. Now I hear, listen, that his TV contracts are worth a lot more money than what they were, I guess. But the product is just sitting there staring at you. I don't know. And that's how the TV business has changed. See, we could have taken TNA and now put it on. We could put it on AEW. What channel are they on?
TBS, TNT.
Yeah, we could put on there now, and we could do probably 1.5 in today's numbers. We were almost getting a 1.5, 1.6 every week. But no, that wasn't enough. They were saying that. And every week the ratings would come in. Oh, God, it didn't go up. It didn't go up. It didn't. I said, I never said anything to Dixie Carter. I went, well, what do you want? I mean, it's only going to bump so much. We're in the same spot. Anyway, I was talking to myself. But you got to be careful what you say, because if they don't agree with you, guess what? Next one, you're out the door. You're the problem. Not what the people are watching. You're the problem, and you're why it's not getting better.
Jack Perry, 7th.
He's got a lot of personality, but I don't see it with him either. Okay, what is this saying that they're going to be big stars later on?
I don't even know. I think it's just the best pro wrestlers under 30. So I don't know if it's just promise or just currently. I'm still stunned that they put Bron Breakker at 11th. And then Daniel Garcia and Kyle Fletcher and Jack Perry above him. Next one, number 8. Your favorite, Takeshita.
Hey, but I have seen the guy. He is very good, even with that name.
Yeah, and the baggiest pair of trousers I've seen in a long time as well. That's
he should have a
days.
He could do a squat.
And you wouldn't know.
Takeshita. hey, stop. This is serious business. Now you need to stop, kidding around so much. Okay. But he's very talented. He very is. He really is.
He's the reigning AEW International Champion. That just goes to show you how many belts there are. I didn't even know.
Should be.
Mariah May, 5th. For 5th, no, not a chance. WWE wants to get Rhea Ripley. Now that's a slam dunk, and she's 28.
Slam dunk. Oh,
Easy Rhea Ripley. I mean, she's one of the actual genuine proper stars of WWE, not just saying women stars, but like the stars regardless of gender. Number 3, Toni Storm.
Absolutely. But now they've taken that. She's not the gimmick she was doing. She came on TV, I heard, as just herself.
Oh, yeah. Do you know what they did? So, with Toni Storm, I don't know why we didn't talk about this last week. Toni Storm came out for the first time, I think it was unannounced, on Dynamite, and then announced that I'm going to be making my re-debut, almost, on Rampage, which they taped after Dynamite. So there's two things wrong there. One, they didn't save it for a bigger show. They saved it for the C show. And 2, they taped Rampage after Dynamite. So the crowd's already seen her. She's not going to get... And she didn't get that much of a reaction at all. And then they got away with the timeless Toni Storm thing, which is the best gimmick that's ever originated in AEW easily, I think.
No kidding. I think it was... I would have kept her in that same spot and kept doing those vignettes with her when it was a spotty camera and, it'd be blinking and it'd be black and white. That was perfect. Now, I don't know whose idea that was. I think it was her idea. But it was a great idea. Now, I haven't really thought about it that much, but they should have done something with her because I think she would have had, if nothing else, it was so different. Very different.
And you could have fun with it. I mean with your booking, Dutch, I mean, you look for fun. And not many bookers do that. And this was a fun character.
I loved the character, and I loved the vignettes. They were very, very well done. I don't know whose idea that was. I think it was hers.
Yeah.
And but now bringing her back, now she's deader than hell. Unless she can get beat up, and all of a sudden she reaches back in her bag of tricks, and all of a sudden she has somebody to fight her battles, and it's going to be what is her name?
With Toni Storm.
I know, but what's her name of the gimmick? Or
it was timeless, and now it's just nothing. It's just Toni Storm now. So yeah. She's now doing an amnesia character where she has no recollection of being timeless Toni Storm. So eventually, I figured that timeless Toni Storm's going to come back.
Yeah, I think it will if they're doing that. So if they don't kill her off before, I wonder, there's no way she could go up under the ring and then emerge as timeless, right?
Oh, why not? I mean, why couldn't you do that? It's like a pre-recorded thing. Let's move on. And last year's number 1 is this year's number 2, MJF.
But he's went backwards, I think.
He wasn't in the company for the first half of the year.
But he still went backwards from there.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, they're just saying this is the top 30 people under the age of 30, right?
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
And number 1?
Yep, number 1.
Is Dominic Mysterio. Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Where could he possibly have got that nickname from?
Yeah, where'd they get that? I see that. He's already over like hell. He had a lot of help. It don't matter. But now that he's on his own, more or less, he's carrying the load. He's doing a really, really good job too. And people hate him.
Oh God, yeah. How old's Liv Morgan? I thought Liv Morgan was under 30, but apparently not. She is 30 years of age. So there you go. She's sadly aged out of that list as of last year. But there you go. Do you agree with the list, or anyone else you would have put at number one?
Well, this is objective anyway, so I would have moved around some people. I would have put Braun Breaker up higher, and I don't know who
Ripley. I would put Ripley at number two, maybe.
I would have put her number two after Dominic, and and I think I may have moved up Timeless a little bit. Because
she was third.
Oh, she was third?
Yeah.
But she's in the spot that I would have put her in.
There you go.
And we need to take that list and just revise it and maybe add something to it. But we're also hampered because under 30. So it's an objective list. I don't disagree with it. I just put people, and everybody would do that. Everybody would change it to their liking.